That's right. I absolutely agree. You know, something that the Quran says, the Quran talks about heaven and hell, you know, not being places, but being actually states of mind. So what we learn in the Moorish Science Temple of America is those particular lessons and exercises that allows for us to master our minds. So in mastering our minds, we know that we actually create, you know, our living conditions or our living mind space. You know, my brother Shay Rael used to always talking about, you know, having the chaotic mind space versus the peaceful mind space and the ability to create this space for yourself. And as a Moorish American, somebody who knows themselves, they know that this ability, that this capacity actually exists within them.
Islam, Islam, Islam. I give praise to the author, the creator, the governor of all the worlds, who is almighty, eternal, and incomprehensible. Allah be his most sweet and holy name. I give honor to the angel of Allah, the man who was sent to bring us the everlasting gospel of Allah, the man who did come and did redeem man from those sinful and fallen stages of humanity back to the highest planes of life with his Father God Allah. He is our leader, our teacher, and our brother man, the illustrious Holy Prophet Noble Jew Ali. I give honor to the forerunner of the Prophet Noble Jew Ali, the man who was in this era of time to Noble Jew Ali as John the Baptist was to the Prophet Jesus in the days of old, Brother Marcus Mosiah God. I give honor to all the holy and the divine prophets of Allah, because all the holy and the divine prophets of Allah taught Islam. Islam. I give honor to all the true and the faithful members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I give a special honor to all of the elders. Islam. I give special honor to all of the elders. I got some things right here that the elders gave me years ago. Oh yeah, when you do this virtual background thing, you can't really see. But I got a Quran right here that I got from the Sheik Pleasant Bey. Pleasant Bey gave me this Quran in 2008. In 2008, she sent me this Quran. You know, I had asked the question to every single solitary grand sheik of every temple in the Moorish Science Temple of America Incorporated. I sent every single last one of them a letter, the same letter, asking them all the same question. And I didn't get not a single solitary response, except from Pleasant Bey. Islam that most sent me one response. The question was in relation to the law. We was in Sunday school, and we were going over the divine constitution and bylaws. We was at Act 5. And the grand sheik, the assistant grand sheik, the chairman and the assistant chairman had gotten to this big old debate about Act 5. If whether or not Act 5 does say government was talking about the government of the Moorish Science Temple of America or the government of the United States of America. Now here it was, I was fairly new more in the Moorish Science Temple of America at the time, and sitting here listening to these Moors who I assumed and I thought that they knew this stuff, you know, like they were officers. So I assumed that they knew this stuff, but I was watching them argue and debate about what the law meant. So I pulled out my dictionary right there in the class and I looked up the word said, and the word said means before mentioned. Okay. So if the word said means before mentioned, then it's talking about whatever government was mentioned in the document beforehand. Okay. This is the divine constitution and bylaws of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Okay. Now, I left that meeting that day not confused. I was pretty sure that I understood what it meant, but I was confused about the Moorish Science Temple of America and its way of appointing officials. So I went and I told the elder, Eric Bozen, the general. I went and told the elder, I say, man, you know, the Moors was just in the meeting arguing about the law, you know, and I told him, you know, what they was arguing about and what I thought about it. And he looked me right in my and he said, well, it seems like to me, Pennington Bey, that you need to become a master of the law. I was like, yeah, you're right. So then I went in my room and I wrote a whole essay about what I thought, you know, according to studies that I did, what I thought that law meant. And looking for validation at the time as I sent that letter to all those grand chiefs, didn't get no response. But Pleasant Bey, he responded. He sent me a letter and it said this. He said, you're on the right path, Mo. He said, don't ever worship any God outside of self. That's what he said. And a couple days later, my Earth Day came, June 9th. And I got a book. He sent me the book, the biography of Noble Joe Ali, Exhuming of a Nation. And I started to read the book, and in the book, I wrote his phone number. He snuck put his phone number in the back. He said that in there, he said, honest to Tequila Powell Bey. You know, that's Mama Bey, that's my mom. So I'm like, wow. You know, so I got the number and I called him when that Mo answered the phone. And I spoke to that Mo for years. You know, we built. And when he first started to print these circle sevens or these holy Qurans, when he first started to print these and the prophecies and hadiths of the Prophet Noble Joe Ali, some minds all ragged. That's what happened when we work these demonstrations. When you really be studying these demonstrations, they start falling apart. You know, so when he first started printing, he sent me a whole setup, and I started reading. And being a young Mo, I was enamored with the possibilities of learning, you know, ADEP material. So you got this this book in the back, the red book. You know, they say it's an ADEP book, right? So I started studying it, reading it all the time. You know, and I read this chapter. I want to take a read. Read this to the Moors. Okay, so this is chapter number 15. I want to just read a portion. I'm gonna start at instruction number 4. It says, and Jesus slept, and in the dead of the night a secret door was open, and in priest attire 2 men came in, each carrying in his hand a little flickering lamp. Approaching Jesus, one spoke out and said, young man, our hearts are grieved because of what you suffer in these fearful dens, and we have come as friends to bring you light and show the way to liberty. We once like you were in these dens confined and thought that through these weird, uncanny ways, we could attain to blessedness and power. But in a luckful moment, we were undeceived, and making use of all our strength, we broke our chains. And then we learned that all this service is corruption in disguise. These priests are criminals, just hid away. They boast of sacrificial rites they offer to their gods and burn them while alive, poor birds and beasts, yea, children, women, and men. And now they keep you here, and at a certain time may offer you in sacrifice. We pray you, brother, break your chains, come go with us, accept the freedom while you may. And this the part right here. And Jesus said, your little tappers show the light you bring. Pray, who are you? The words of man are worth no more than is the man himself. These temple walls are strong and high. How gain you interest to this place? The men replied, beneath these walls are hidden ways, and we who have been priests spent months and years within these dens and know all of them. Then you are traitors, Jesus said. A traitor is a fiend who betrays another man, is never man to trust. That's the part. This is the part that me and the old Sheik had to have a discussion about, you know, because he gave me this. So when I read it, I asked him, I said, why did the prophet Jesus call these ones who it appeared had came to save his life? Why did he call them traitors? What did they do that made him identify them as traitors? And the old Sheik, I don't remember exactly what he said. He said some things, And I said, nah, Mo. See, these ones came to him and they reported that, like him, they had once been priests there inside the temple. And then they revealed to him that not only had they been priests, but they had learned the secret ways. They had learned the secret ways of the temple. And then they said that those who were in the temple in leadership were bad and foul men, and they left the temple. And Jesus said, then you are traitors. Why? Because you left the temple in the hands of vile, evil, foul men. You are a traitor. The Prophet Noble Ali said that the Moorish Temple of America, the purpose, the uplifting of fallen humanity, that is our purpose. The faithful know this. We know that the purpose is to uplift fallen humanity. We know that we work towards perfecting ourselves so much as man can be perfected while he walks in the flesh, so that we can serve our purpose well. We study the literature of the Moorish Temple of America. We live our life according to the rules and the usages of the government, Moorish Temple of America, for the purpose of uplifting the fallen humanity who looks like us. Asiatics who don't remember who they were and who they are today without a doubt or a contradiction. These are the ones who we come for. So you can't leave the Moorish Temple of America in the hands of ones who are not going to serve its purpose or going to direct its members to serve its purpose. If you do that, you are a traitor. And I give honors to the old Sheik. Even though he left the temple, I give honors to the old Sheik for giving me this degree so that I can ingrain in my heart back then that no matter what, I will never leave this temple. I am absolutely and utterly convinced that there is no thing in existence more important than the Moorish Temple of America being successful. There is no thing that I desire more than to see the divine plan of the ages established by the Prophet Noble Ali realized. There's no thing that I desire more. Nothing. Because if it's not realized, if the Moorish Temple of America is not successful, then so far as I'm concerned, nothing else that I love stands a chance. Nothing else that I love. And it is my love for my loved ones that makes me wake up every single solitary day and get active. And get active. Prophet Noble Ali, one of the sheiks that was with the Prophet Noble Ali during the time of the Prophet Noble Ali, said that the Moors are active, not passive. We are active. We are actively engaging and demonstrating the possibilities of man for men, women, and children who do not know what the possibilities of man are. Because it ain't but few who know what the truth is about man. Who know what the truth is. To know means to grasp with the mind, to take hold of, to take ownership, to take control of. He said the tools that he was working with his hands reminded him of the ones that we handle in the workshop of the mind. In order to handle anything inside of your mind, you have to know that thing. You see? Because you don't have your senses to show you your way around. You have to know what's there. You have to know it intimately. You see, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Seek you first knowledge of self. Seek you first control of self. Before you go out trying to govern things and trying to control other things, seek ye first control of self.
Draw circles around your passions and desires. Be sure that they righteous. Because so long as they righteous, then you have a right to them. And Allah will make sure that you have everything that it takes to attain what you want, what you desire. He will give you all of the power to be able to make your passions real, so long as they are righteous. These things are important. And it is our job in the Moorish Temple of America to be exemplars and examples to the Asiatics in America of what is possible when one exerts the power that God gave. You see. So many of us really don't know what that power is. We don't know what we possess. We are unaware of our own capacity. And therefore, we fail our people. There's a remedy even to that. Be humble. Be humble. Humble as thou oughtest to be, O child of the dust. Be humble. Humble yourself to what? To the truth, Mo. To the truth. When you bear witness to it, be happy. Fall on your face like Abraham did. When Abraham seen the truth, when he seen God face to face, see, ones be lying. Ones be saying that God ain't never been seen with mortal eyes. That's a lie. It's right there in the scripture. Not only did Abraham see God, he fetched water, he went down and he washed God's feet. Genesis 18. And Allah had two messengers with him. And here go the king truth, the truth that ones need to really grasp with the mind. Allah said, should I tell Abraham why I came here? Listen to what he said. He said, I came to find out if what I heard was true. You hear that? He came to find out if what he heard was true. So he ain't sitting up in the sky, some part of the sky, some sky daddy watching everything. That's a myth. They got our people running around here worshiping mysteries. Listen. In the law, there ain't no hidden things. There ain't no hidden things. The light reveals all the hidden truth. We are the revealers of the light, not the keepers of the light. We ain't here to shelter this stuff. It ain't secret. Right now, the Asiatics in America suffer from a lack of knowledge. They are being destroyed. With that being the case, if they had knowledge as a weapon to defend themselves against life, then they could live. The keys to civilization was and is in the hands of the Moors. We got the keys. You jokers is sitting on them. Not only is you sitting on the keys, but you're sitting on your hand. Them is miracles. You can extend them. You can help funds. Rayvon said when he found the object of his search, he was engaged in building dwellings for the sons of men. He was working. Jesus, as a child. You see? For 2 days in a row, I woke up and I picked up my phone and turned on the news, but I checked my Facebook first because I'm reaching. I ain't here because I'm in love with likes. I'm here because if the Prophet Noble Drew Ali was alive today, he would consider social media as the world's biggest milk crate, and he would stand on it and he would say, come on, ye Asiatics, and hear the truth about yourself. And I'm here to imitate the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So I picked up my phone, and when I looked at Facebook 2 days in a row, I seen a young Asiatic saying that they were leaving the Moorish Temple of America, about to break my heart. About to break my heart. Lead the Moorish Temple of America, but I didn't even have it in me to tell them to go back where they came from, because I know they leaving for a reason. You jokers is running them away. You're running them away with your sad selves. Your jokers is sad.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Then the sister say what? She say she got Sheiks in her inbox talking about how you doing beautiful. Man, goodness gracious. You don't have no shame. You don't want to protect your own reputation. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali said that we ought to do nothing to prejudice the mind of the public against this divine movement. All I can say is this. Honor to the faithful. Honor to the elders. The real sheiks and sheikesses. Real Asiatic, Moorish Americans out there doing the work, serving the people. Honest to y'all. Because just like Jesus said, it's hard. My Lord self is strong. By many times I am bound down to carnal life. I be wanting to kill some of you jokers. I be wanting to kill you because you deserve a killing. Real talk. Honor to the elder. Supreme Grand Sheik Etwazil. He gave me that. He gave me that when I was in the Dismal Crypts. I sent the money to make a purchase and it got lost. He said, don't worry about it, Mo. He said, don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure you get it. And he sent me this. He sent me another Quran. He sent me the Pearls of Wisdom from the old sage. Yeah. Yep, James Ray Bey. I feel like I know him. Honest to you, Sheik, for sending me that. Real talk. That being the case, I ain't gonna hold the Moors up. I just had a little something in my heart. Islam, Jackson Bay. Islam. Sister, I thought you was gonna show up at the missionary post number 9 tonight. We had a beautiful service. I thought you was gonna be there. But as long as you keep listening, I'm telling you, you're gonna let me put my hook in, and I'm gonna have you in that Moorish Science Temple of America wearing some purples and some pinks and some reds herbs and be listening to these sheiks demonstrating, joining the Sisters Auxiliary and helping the Moors get this demonstration right. All praise is due to Allah. Honest to the faithful again. Peace and love.